It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a first-round pick back in April's draft.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. The numbers for him from a week ago, 13 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in the running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
No gain on the play. And it brings up...
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Lawson. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that'll bring up fourth down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
At the 36-yard line.
They go play action with Burrow. Man open, it's Jamar Chase complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's another Bengals first down.
On first down, McCray. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
36-yard line.
We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that carries over this week as well.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run on first down. McCray. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Evan McPherson for the extra point. Got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score. Bengals 7.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Second and 10.
It leads to second and 10.
The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll set up a throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a Kansas City Chiefs first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Cook again. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Up the middle, it's Cook. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. The Bengals offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. You can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. The quick throw by Burrow is complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Now Burrow. There's the right side here, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Play action. It's Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Armstrong. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Up the middle they go. McCray. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The Bengals hit 4 and 6 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McCray will work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
On first down, Lawson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10.
They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll get it inside the 20. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. This is Pierman. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He finds his man, Pollard. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, first and 10. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Bengals offense and their running back getting set to go once more. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now they go play action now. Burrow.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Now they'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd.
Now it's Burrow. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lawson.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll go to the keeper.
And he will have a Chiefs first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Lawson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw here.
Now he'll take this and run.
Big yardage there on the scramble. That gets him a first down.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Lawson.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Lawson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Keon Coleman.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Third down and 8 yards to go.
Here's Burrow. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Intended for number 18.
Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And they will take over first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Breaks through the contact. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 14.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's now second and 10.
Cook up the gut. Now loose football. The ball comes out. And the Bengals have recovered it. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 32.
Here's second and 10.
Complete. Brings up second and 10.
Up the middle they go. McCray. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 receivers split out here. It's third and 8. Burrow will throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 15. The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll set up to throw. It's caught by Coleman. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That's good.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Coleman. Second down and 8.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. A gain of 2.
Back to throw again. And this one finds McConkey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Chiefs.
They'll look to throw again. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will pin them back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Week 12 is here. After this weekend, 2/3 of the regular season will be in the rearview mirror. Let's get into the highlights. Our look around the NFL starts now. It begins in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on the Baltimore Ravens. And this is the Ravens wideout. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. He'll wind up going 60 yards for the touchdown. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, a fairly even first half, all things considered. 14-7 is the halftime score, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. Burrow looking to pass. Got a man and he hits him in stride. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Armstrong. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw. Oh, he's got man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. McCray. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now we're going to get a timeout here for an injured player, and that's Jamar Chase, who is in some obvious discomfort right now. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Second down and goal. Touchdown! Harold Phantom, his first touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Pass midfield. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
He finds his man complete. That's Lawson. This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On play action, they'll throw. And complete right side to Cook. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12. At the Bengals' 23-yard.
They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Shamar Stewart in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback.
but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there in the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonas Sanker. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
2nd and 13. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 3rd down and 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
from the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
They'll try to run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have retaken a third quarter lead. McPherson now for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And now here comes Kansas City. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Over the middle, complete. It's Coleman. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for KC. 42 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now it's Burrow. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And this offense on 3rd down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. McCray. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 9. Now Burrow. Got a man and he hits him in stride. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lawson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. And it's fielded at the 34. A very good return there, giving it even 20 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
44-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Up the middle they go. McCray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down.
It's 4th down.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will pin him back as it's out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Keon Coleman set to take over once again. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. They start the drive with Cook. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Kansas City.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Lawson. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Lawson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And now defensively they're going to burn their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Lawson. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 10.
The 48-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. That one complete to McConkey. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Here's the Chiefs punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So Burrow and the Bengals down 24-21. A minute 16 remaining. Now they need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw, Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
10. Here's Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
In a 4th down.
4th down, 10 yards to go. Throwing, Burrow. Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Now the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He juked it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the...
Now Burrow loses the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
KC's offense ready to take over. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. What a change in this ball game in the fourth quarter, Charles. They just completely took over, and not only did they get the lead, they end up winning somewhat comfortably.
And when we spent time talking with them before the game, they made sure that we knew that they thought that they were the better team in this one, and they never lost that thought or lost that focus, and they played like it in the fourth quarter. That's how you author a late comeback and get a win.
So for the Chiefs, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year.